Hi guys, it's me Ada. Welcome once again to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how I made this wrap top that I am wearing. It is super cute and it's also really easy to make. So the video is going to be in two parts. It's going to include making of the basic bodice for the wrap top and also making of the sleeve. Now, one of my subscribers requested that I make a video on how to make a sleeve for a kimono jacket, so I thought I should make this kind of sleeve so that you can also use it in your kimono jacket if you would like. So I will also be making other videos on how to make other kinds of sleeves anyways, but for now this is the one I decided to make. So on that note, I would like to thank all my subscribers for watching my video, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. And if you feel there is something I should improve in my videos, please comment in the comment section and I will definitely take note of it. If there is also something you would like to see a tutorial of, please let me know and I will make sure I make a tutorial on that outfit. So in the meantime guys, enjoy this video and like and subscribe if you find it helpful in any way, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Making the wrap top is a bit similar to making the kimono jacket. We're going to first of all draft our basic bodies before we then go ahead to cut out the pattern for the wrap top. So first of all, I'm going to measure my full length measurement for the top, which is 28 inches. So I go ahead and mark my 28. Then I am also going to measure my neck width. For my neck width, I'll be using 4.5 inches. This is just a basic measurement I use all the time. So I'm just going to mark 4.5. So I mark my 4.5 for the neck width. Then for my neck depth, I'm just going to use I'm still going to cut it anyways, it's not going to matter that much, but I'm going to also use 4.5 or 5. I'll use 5 for my neck depth, and I also mark the point. So after that, I'm just going to use a French curve, or you can do it by freehand, to join the neck width to the neck depth. Now that I have joined the neck width to the neck depth, the next thing I am going to do is to measure my shoulder. My shoulder is 16 inches. We're going to divide 16 inches by 2 to give you 8 inches. So you measure 8 inches and mark that point as your shoulder. Now that you have measured the 8 inches and you have marked the point for your shoulder, you're just going to measure about half an inch downwards. Measure half an inch downwards and then try to connect the neck, where the neck would ended, to where that half inch stopped or started. So just draw something like this. So that is going to be your shoulder slope. Now after creating the shoulder slope, the next thing we are going to do is to plot out the distance from our shoulder to our bust. We're going to plot our full bust measurement on that line. So from my shoulder to my bust is 11 inches. So I indicate the point where the 11 inches, and then I use my ruler to just draw a straight line so that I can plot my full bust measurement on that straight line. Now my full bust is 42 inches. We're going to divide 42 by 4 to give us 10.5. So I'm going to plot 10.5 on that line. That is my bust width. 10.5, I'll just mark it. So that is where my full bust measurement is going to end. So after plotting my full bust measurement, the next thing I'm going to do is to try to get my armhole. Now for my armhole, I am just simply going to measure my shoulder again on this line for the full bust measurement. And my shoulder, as we can see, I measured here 8 inches, so I'm just going to mark 8 inches here again. 8 inches. So this is where my armhole should intercept with my bust line. So to plot the full armhole, from that point where you made the point for the armhole, you're just going to measure 1 inch upwards. Measure 1 inch upwards. Right. So make sure you take note of that point. Then you draw a straight line from the actual shoulder to where it meets your bust line. So this is my straight line. So after drawing your straight line, that point where you made the 1 inch mark, you're just going to try to connect. You're going to try to connect that point to where your bust, full bust measurement ended to your shoulder. So I'm going to do it by freehand because my French curve is quite small and I don't want to start stressing so much. So it's going to be something like this. It's going to end up looking a bit like this. So basically, this is what my armhole is going to end up looking like. So after drafting the armhole, the next thing we're going to do is to just measure from our shoulder to our waist as well. From my shoulder to my waist is 19 inches. So I'm going to mark that point, 19-inch point. Just mark it. And also use a ruler to draw a straight line across, because that's I'm going to plot my waist width as well. So just draw my straight line across. My waist width, my waist is 37 inches. If you divide 37 inches by 4, you're going to get 9.25. So let's just say 9.3 inches. So on that line where I measured the distance from my shoulder to my waist, I'm going to plot 9.3 inches and mark it. I'm just going to use the ruler to highlight the end of my top, so it's very obvious. Then my hip, I measured my hip to be 39 inches. 39 divided by 4 is 9.75, so that's like 9.8. So I'm going to plot 9.8 on the hip line, on the line for the hip as well. So 9.8 is here. Now that we are done plotting all our major measurements, I'm just going to use a ruler. You can use freehand because this is fabric, so it's really not going to matter at the end of the day when you sew it. So I'm just going to use a ruler to add or to join the end of my armhole to my waist and my waist to my hip line. So this is the basic bodice we are using for our wrap top. So we'll just go ahead and cut, then I'll come back and show you how to make the front. This is the back. Then I'll show you how to cut the front of the bodice. Please, my 28 centimeters or inches for the full length of the top is actually plus my allowance. So you should add about 1 inch or 2 inches for your sewing allowance, where you're going to fold the seam and sew. So we have our back. Please note that my back is actually low like this because that is how I wanted it to be. But you can also make your back higher. That's the neckline for the back a bit higher so that it will be different. So I'll just go ahead and show you the front. The front is very easy. We're going to fold our fabric in two. So you're going to cut the front on a fold. So you just fold the fabric, the underlying fabric, in two, and then you place the back that you made on the fold. Then you just simply trace out the pattern for the back on the front, or you just simply cut out that pattern on the fold. So when you are done cutting, you should have 3 separate copies, or you should have 2 copies of this back, sorry. So okay, so I'm done tracing it. So as you can see, we have 3 exact copies or replicas or whatever. So I'm going to just remove two of them and make my front from it. Okay, so now to make my front, I am going to cut diagonally from the edge, which is here, to my center, right? That's to where right before my shoulder or arm or whatever. But you just need to use your head to determine exactly how you would want the dress to look or the top to look. So you have to picture it first, then go ahead and cut. So I'm going to cut along this line that I have folded. I'm going to cut along this line that I have folded. I just ironed mine so that I can properly sew it or cut it. So I'll just go ahead and cut it now. So when you're done cutting, you should have a shape like this. So you see, when you open it up like this, this is what the front of your wrap top will look like. This is what the front of your wrap top will look like. So you can just use your scissors, sorry, you can just use office pins to join all the parts together so that you get an idea or a complete idea of what your outfit should look like when you are done sewing. This is what it should look like when you're done sewing. So I will show you guys how to make a sleeve uh, that you can use in this wrap top and also in the kimono, because someone requested for it in my last video. So I'm going to place a separate video on how to make a sleeve that you can use on this.